Hi guys, Dr. YouTube. Check this out. White privilege for dummies, guys.
Democrats really don't know when to stop with the white supremacy thing. A prime example is going to be with another one of these white privilege conventions, an event promoted by uber white supremacists. These are the white people who think of themselves as the better white people, and even better than other white people. That is also the nature of the Democrat Party, the supremacy-minded party of the better people. I think we'll have propaganda. White people patting themselves on the back for thinking they're better white people, for despising their so-called benefit of being white, are a joke. White people patting themselves on the back for thinking they're better white people because they're supposedly so accepting of other races are a joke. Golly gee, look at me. I'm so bold and courageous because I dare to have black friends. Nah, son. If your association with black people is to make a statement of your own self-righteousness, then you're even more of a white supremacist than you claim to hate, as you use black people as a prop to maintain your supremacy mindset. So, all these people are going to get together for a convention of self-righteous smuggery and a diaper load of liberalism, all under the disdain of so-called white privilege. And they're going to exploit the struggle of blacks to push the agenda of the LGBT movement to boot. How do you feel about that, black folks? You being black is the same as being gay or gender conflicted. Which makes me wonder, if a white person is gay, aren't they still white and privileged? Or if a white person does a gender bender, aren't they still white and privileged? Does being gay cancel out a white person being white? Oh, that's right, it does, because according to liberals, being gay is the same thing as being black. The whole thing is a joke. If white privilege was real, then Elizabeth Warren, who was a high priestess of liberalism, could have walked into a college and said, I'm white, give me my study books. But Elizabeth Warren didn't depend on white privilege. She depended on red privilege to get what she wanted. White privilege would have allowed a bunch of those young white dudes from getting drafted and shipped off to Vietnam and killed in them jungles, or to come back to have to sleep in the streets of the concrete jungle. Nobody has benefited off the legacy of slavery. If that were true, Africa would be the continent with the wealthiest population of people on Earth. They've been enslaving each other longer than anybody. But people see an opportunity to get something for free. They're going to bleed white people for every drop with a
hear that?
Called guilt. And the cowardly collectivist white liberal will cannibalize other whites.
Did you hear that?
See an opportunity to get something for free. They're going to bleed white people for every drop with a blade called on Earth. They've been enslaving each other longer than anybody. But people see an opportunity to get something for free. They're going to bleed white people for every drop with a blade called guilt. And the cowardly collectivist white liberal will cannibalize other whites so they can get their free piece at their expense. And they fool themselves into thinking that this is going to solve racism, while not eliminating the fact that the black community that they exploited to make someone else feel guilty will come to see them as just other white people to despise too. You'll never be free from putting on the charade of pandering to blacks to make yourself seem to be the better white person. See, this ain't about white guilt. It's about supremacy. These white liberals think it makes them a better person for expressing how guilty they feel. That actually makes them feel better about themselves and better than other people. And if black people are falling for this crap, then y'all deserve each other. If these white Democrat voting liberals want to feel all guilty about white privilege, then they should, because it was the Democrat Party that instituted white privilege in the first place. It existed, and Democrats are the cause of it. They hid their faces from it with hoods and sheets. Now they try to hide their faces from it by accusing others or using a mask of guilt. Again, the Democrat Party has been America's apartheid party, and it's still oppressing the black community today. So all this white privilege crap is the fault of Democrats in the first place. Alfonso Rachel with Zonation, and of course this white privilege conference is going to be supported by liberal celebrities from actors to musicians. But not my band of 20-pound sleds, y'all, a band of real black sheep. Golly gee, look at me. Concerning Black History Month, that should be okay, considering it's within the shortest month of the year. I think we'll have propaganda. Black History Month, a month to celebrate our heritage and the great men and women who made great achievements despite such great adversity. To the black community, Black History Month should be the most embarrassing time of the year. not our most celebrated. The icons that we remember during Black History Month faced real adversity. But people who buy into the victim narrative of Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson and other people who stacked their wealth off their victim-laden demographics. There were men who were slaves who became U.S. representatives. Republican, by the way. What adversity are you facing today? Those who feel that the white man's against you, and it's their fault that you can't get ahead. You don't have any excuse. Well, let's say you're right.
Hear that?
Like you. Boo-hoo. You think white people like the people who we celebrate during Black History Month any better? That didn't stop them from achieving. Not only did they go up against white people not liking them, they went up against Democrats making laws that protected the white folks' right to hate black folks. And even today, there's this pathetic attempt to try to be joined to that struggle. You don't know anything about that struggle, and you ought to thank God that you know. It should be an embarrassment that in 2015, much of the black community is in a state of discontent and being suckered into believing that the white man is trying to keep them down.
There you go.
People we celebrate during Black History Month have proved to you that there is no excuse. They succeeded through far worse than you have with far less resources.
You hear that?
But I'll concede that there is some truth to your suspicion of whites holding you back. They're called Democrats, and you keep voting for them. Many of y'all keep voting for your oppressors, but you'll believe Democrats when they tell you Republicans are racist. That's all Democrats have to do, and you buy it. Meanwhile, Democrats fortify your areas with Planned Parenthood and with abortion, kill off black children. And then blacks turn around and complain about being a minority. You just handed over your children to Democrats to be killed. And you want to complain about being a minority. Yet you vote
like and
for a party
subscribe.
that facilitates you being a minority. They invite you in to kill your children.
Someone
and you think Republicans
intelligent,
are racist.
finding.
That's just weird. Democrats promise to raise minimum wage, which small businesses have a hard time affording, and it keeps them from being able to hire, which contributes to more blacks being unemployed. And the raise in minimum wage makes prices go up. But you think it's just white people being greedy and making it harder for you to afford stuff because they hate you and just want black folks to starve to death. But you've been suckered into believing that the Democrats are your champions who are going to make McDonald's pay you $15 an hour, not realizing that would screw you. But the Republicans are racist. And I know that I've got folks in the black community who feel me, who are tired of this victim mindset and all this race-baiting bull squeeze, like the dudes in my band 20-Pound Sledge. We just want to rock and throw down with our God-given freedom to do so. We don't butt her about nothing. No guilt trips, just grizzly grooves and lyrics that make you say, hell yeah. Unless you're a Christian, in which case you would say, hell yeah. Which is like a shortened version of hallelujah. But we dig dudes like Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass's attitude was, if they don't like me, that's their problem. I'm not going to let them make it my problem. And he went on about his business. The things that many in the black community are complaining about are nothing compared to what men like Frederick Douglass faced.
Do you hear that?
He thrived despite racism.
Do you hear that?
Black hustlers like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton.
Bunch of crybabies right there.
Racism. And the more angry you allow race hustlers to make you, the wealthier you make them. And what have you gotten for it? Oh, you got a black president. And what did that get you? Oh, healthcare that's so affordable that you need financial assistance at the forced expense to pay for it. Oh, and it also put the IRS in charge of policing registration. And you will register or be fined. Is that Obama's brilliant idea to make sure everybody has health insurance? Force people to buy it? Democrats made it sound like all this time the reason why people don't have health insurance is because the evil insurance companies charge too much. But so, you stupid conservative, the reason why so many people haven't had health insurance is because they haven't been forced to buy it. That was the missing piece. People just had to be forced to do it. Oh, and I guess it's a bunch of BS that insurance companies were charging too much because now that the government has supposedly made insurance affordable, for some strange reason, insurance is still too expensive to pay for because you need financial assistance to get it. But you better be able to afford it because Obama's going to punish you if you don't.
You hear that?
Is this what y'all meant by we shall overcome? I'm Alfonso Rich with Zonation. And click like.
Go check him out.
Good with just being an American every month.
Be American, guys.
Race-baiting bull squeeze.
Subscribe.